one more temp shift plate. And here as well. So the idea is, because this is dropping temperature, that will be carried along these temp shift plates all the way to the water and help improve the situation. What's this now? 20 degrees. That's actually perfect. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Should probably put that detector here instead of here, but that's fine. 20 degrees. Yeah, this is perfect. So despite this being 50 degrees, because I've insulated the pipes, it's fine now. We'll see if this produces anything at all. Right now the temperature is rising, but that is because you can see that, but you can see here, it's actually decreasing the temperature of these plates. And the idea is, because there is no introduction of further heat here, it will cool it. But I think I still made this too big. I think this is still too much water, because you want, ideally you want to work with a small mass of water, because the bigger the mass is, the longer it takes to cool. Now, there is a way to quickly cool off water. It's called an Aqua Tuner. Yeah, thermo Aqua Tuners. Problem with them is that they themselves overheat real fast. So it's not exactly ideal. So we will leave this alone for now and we'll see how it works. But I think we will not be doing this further, because while this is working and the temperature is dropping, it doesn't seem to be dropping nearly fast enough to my liking. Like I said, if this was in a cold biome, so if this was all shifted over here, then that would probably work a lot better. Like this, I mean, we're gonna return here in like 20-30 minutes and see, but I don't think we're gonna be using this. It's just not efficient. Not efficient at all. I think we are now using more hydrogen than we did. Again, the body temperature of these has risen. It is 35 degrees and even more, but because the water is 32, it's not growing. Okay, I've spent a lot of time conjecturing about that. We will ignore that. We will move on to other projects. We were digging down towards the oil. How is that going? Yes, this did flood as we suspected, but that's fine. We knew that was going to happen. That's something that we do not care about. Just keep digging, just keep digging, digging, digging. Just keep digging, just keep digging. I'm guessing that you reached the top of your disaster. Ah, there we go. There is outer space. Okay, that's perfect. So, one, two, three biomes through it. Okay, so we've reached space over here, and that's fine. We don't need space at the moment though, so we're gonna ignore that, and we will move back here and focus on getting oil. We don't need to worry about food for the moment. Plenty of food left. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to play around with cooling off water is because I want to start growing sleet wheat, farming it properly instead of just collecting what falls from the wild plants. Because frost buns are really good, and because we want to use it on higher level foods. I think these guys deserve a jukebox. Mm, let's put it here. What the actual... There we go, jukebox. I'm an idiot. That doesn't count as a rec room because I failed to put in uh, any items for the core. Without the core item, it doesn't count. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, why not? Actually, no, 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 no. This works just fine for that. Let's just put in that as a decor item, and underneath it we will put in a flower pot. You can actually put in 2 flower pots. There we go. We're gonna beautify that. Just have to remember something without floral scent. Joyas will do fine. And mirth leaves will do fine. Because we have somebody who is actually allergic to the base. Joya. Mirth leaf. There we go. Now it's a proper rec room. Okay, I'm actually thinking that we are using up some of the food. You can see that omelets are no more, so all the omelets have been eaten, leaving only fried mushrooms and pickled meals. I'm gonna monitor the food situation because it might be that we need more. But if that's the case, we will start focusing on making advanced foods. Okay, and we want 1 more pip. Can we make more? Yes, we can. We need to increase the decor on this floor. We might as well go ahead and do it here as well. And here as well. Beautifying the base. While focusing our drilling for oil. Ah, there we go. Crude oil. And the geyser. Don't know what the geyser is. We will find out what the geyser is. I'm gonna line them up their jobs. Might as well just go straight for it. Tell me what this is. Again, it says that we have insufficient oxygen generation, but as you can see, the pressure isn't dropping. It's just because all the extra tunnels it has to oxygenate now. So until the pressure equalizes, it'll say that. Well, Thing is, I'm not really sure how it calculates it because it goes by the amount of oxygen used up and oxygen that was created. But because of this being overpressure, it can't push out as much oxygen as it makes. See, if this was even, if there was enough pressure here, then it would not skip a few every few moments. This is probably already overheated again. Thing is, I could increase the heat over here artificially, but I don't want to. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change the type of tiles. Sedimentary rock is thermally reactive, so I'm gonna, instead of insulated tiles, I'm gonna make these tiles out of sedimentary rock, which is thermally reactive, so the temperature from here will go down and it will warm up the pipes, it will warm up the plants, and it will let them grow. See, this is already growing rapidly, already on 34, 35, and growing. And this, now the growth is heating up this, and that will heat up this. Apparently there's germs here. Ooh, slime lung germs. Oh, because of the polluted oxygen here. Oh, we don't want to see that. So we're gonna get rid of the polluted oxygen. Yeah, there's more here. Ooh, 5.5 million germs of food poisoning in this single tile. Nice. Fortunately, doesn't matter. Because we're not using this for anything apart from it would matter if we were showering in that water, but we are not, so it doesn't matter. You can see that there is plenty of germs in the water we store, so in the water that we make, but it doesn't matter since this water isn't used for anything that's actually harmful to the dupes, so it doesn't matter. Now ideally we will want to find an oil reservoir, but even if we don't, it's fine. Thing is where, oh, actually perfect, yeah, so here we will make our oil refinery in a cold biome again, and it's relatively close to the power plant, so we can just drag the power down this to it. That's actually very convenient. Damage overheated, yeah, so that's not relevant to us. Gold, 2 tons, yes please. Okay, should probably focus them on digging downwards for the time being. Any more eggs to break? Yes, 3 of them. Tropical fry egg. Hmm. I still don't know what happened to the Slickster. Slicksters wouldn't just spontaneously... Well, they maybe did starve to death. Because it was hovering around here, there was not much CO2 there. I'll have to read up on how to do the shovels, and then I'm gonna start... Because I have 2 of them now, They're wild, so they will not really do any damage, but if I want to start breeding them, then I will have to prep their pen properly. It has to be for manufacturing materials. Ah, there we go. See? Magnificent. Problem solved. And this problem is also being solved. Slime lung can exist in oxygen, so it's getting killed off. I'm gonna leave this here for the time being. And with pinch of pepper nuts being made, that's also going to be useful later for some recipes. Now the gas stove needs gas, which I have. What else does it need? Gas range. It needs power, 240 watts. What's the load on this wire? Yeah, see? Rec room is the only thing we can have powered on this floor. Hmm. Well, I can do the gas range here though. I do have a wire here, and the load on this wire is acceptable. Of course, I will then have to put in a small... we're gonna have to play with a small transformer again. But that's the smallest problem for us. We're gonna put the gas range here. I'm gonna drag the natural gas. Oof. We're gonna have to drag it from here. Yeah, perfect. I don't have any recipes for it right now. Well, not recipes, I don't have any ingredients for it, but I can build it just to know what I need to start getting. I'm gonna make it out of gold, naturally. These are higher tier foods, so what do we need for a stuffed berry? Oh, these things, we can start making berry blossoms, can't we? Although I think berry blossoms I think berry blossoms do need bristle berries, not berry blossoms. I think bristle berries need water, regular water, as in regular which will not scald them or freeze them. Speaking of which, this, yeah, you can see it dropped. It is working, but it's painfully slow. It's not efficient. It's painfully slow. We can use this water for the purposes of growing plants, but I do want to know what where was the help for this? Ah, here, plants. Uh, Bristle Blossom. Okay. It needs light, which isn't the problem. It needs 5 to 30 degrees. That's fine. It needs air pressure, so it needs to be in oxygen, polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide. So we can build it in carbon dioxide. That's good to know. But it needs water, and it needs 5 to 30. 5 to 30, and what's our water temperature? 30.5. It's actually 31. So it's close to what we need. It's painfully close to what we need. If only we could just drop the temperature here slightly. Thing is, it can be, no, it can't be in a cold biome because it needs at least 5 degrees Celsius to grow. Oh, torture, torture, torture. So this water will work if it was 30 Celsius alone, but it's 30 point something. Yeah, it's not dropping below 30. It is dropping below 30 when you let temperature drop. So it's 24 here. So maybe it would work. We're gonna play around with it. So we're gonna make a Bristle Blossom farm here. The thing is, Bristle Blossoms, they need light. So we will need more power here. There is a cable running here that has how much do lights take? Oh, that's furniture. 10 watts. Perfect. Yeah, no problem. Well, small problem. It will have to be from these wires. Okay, so I think we can actually make it. So for stuffed berries, what we need are bristle berries and pinch of pepper nuts. We already are growing pinch of pepper nuts, so we just need bristle berries. So we'll prep this area for bristle berries. It doesn't matter if it's CO2 and it's under 30 degrees Celsius, which is great. And to make sure it stays that way, we're actually gonna make this whole area out of igneous rock, so that there is only a minimum temperature change happening here. And we will need, of course, we will need light. Oh, actually, hold on. This is actually a waste of space. Farm tiles. There we go. Actually, not farm tiles, we need hydroponic tiles. Because we don't wanna bother being the ones who plant, no, and water them. We just want to plant them and have a water pipe take care of the rest. So the temperature here is 28 degrees. Here is 23 degrees. That's fine. So the thing is, we don't want these. Actually, these can be 5 to 35 as well, so that's fine. Uh, but these things are sensitive, so we will not mess with them. They need 5 to 35, and we have 26 here. So after this point, at this point, the water is 25 degrees. But by the time it gets to here, it's 25 degrees. And that's perfect. So that's under 30. So I'm going to take insulated from here on out. There we go. I'm going to have some flooding happening here, but that's fine. I don't know why and how that water got... Oh, because I was making those tiles. That's fine. And the thing is, there will be like 30. We will see then how much water we're using when this goes into dormancy 9 cycles. Shine nymphs. Yeah, why not? We are definitely using up more food than we're making at the moment. But not by much. Not by much. Who's the chef? Carrying, crop tending. Who's the chef? I can't remember who did I put in for to be the chef. That being said, it seems that only one person is being chef at all, and that's Max. Okay, Max. Yeah, Max. So it's Catalina. It's Catalina that's the chef. Catalina is the chef. Okay. This is missing stuff. What is missing? It's missing everything. There is nothing, including no mushrooms. I think I'm short on ingredients, and this is full of polluted oxygen, which we will release by doing this. Okay, and we need lights. How much is it? So it's 3 tiles away. Okay. Now, normally a regular wire would be just fine for this, but because we're going to be using this wire, and we will need more iron. So, line up some more iron for me, please. Everything is working just fine and dandy here. What's the situation over here? Yeah, this is on lower priority, so they don't really care about it that much. So I'm gonna raise the priority in this. Okay. See, now some of the water is hotter than it should be. 30.7. Temperature outside is under 30, but because the water actually went through, '26, '27, it is under 30, so the temperature should drop. But for it to drop, it needs to be made out of normal pipe, not insulated pipe. This will create a lot of small flood, but that's okay. So I'm making it out of normal pipe now because I actually wanted to interact with the surrounding temperature so that it actually gets lower as it goes into the plants. hopefully it will balance the temperature out, and that will then work on the plants. So blossom seed, plant, copy, all of them. And like all plants, 7. And hopefully that will work. We'll see though. Yeah, this is just too slow. We will not be using this. I wanted to test it out, but it's just not worth it. You can see that the temperature isn't significantly dropping enough to actually matter at all. I think yeah, I just put this sensor in a completely wrong area. So again, I'm going to manually tamper with it. This will drop the temperature. And it quite effectively does it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's put it to 20. This thing won't stop until it runs out of all the hydrogen that was redirected to it, so until it wastes all of this, it won't stop. We are using the hydrogen that we have accumulated, which is fine. We still have plenty of natural gas as well, so no need to panic there. And this does seem to be working. These seem to be growing, and these only are growing because of the illumination. So once I have enough to power this up, which is now, these will be growing as well. And that's it. We are growing bristle blossoms, which means we are making what we need to make stuffed berries, which is a higher quality food. It's +4. +5 is maximum. So this is very, very, very good. Very good indeed. Okay, so we've got that set up. What's next? Was that dig job completed? Oh yes. So that's the bottom of the world. You see magma. And that's diamond. More iron, which is always good. So what was this? But you didn't actually show me what it is. That's what I need to know. Also, I'm gonna get this water diverted over here because I don't want to mix water and oil. It'll just make things messy. And I don't like them being messy. I'm gonna make an oil reservoir here. I'm gonna collect oil, put a pump in it, and then pump it up to a reservoir here. And then I'm gonna put the refining process here. That should work. The first order of business with plastic will be to create fancy beds for everybody. So what is this? A volcano. Well, we will not be looking into this room again. It's a gold volcano. There are ways of using up volcanoes. There are ways of making wonderful things with volcanoes, but that's very late game, and I'm not gonna be playing a little with it for the time being. So this thing will puke up gold, 11 kilograms of gold per second, and the temperature offset gold will be 2600 Celsius. And that's hot. That's hot enough to melt phosphorite into its liquid form. So we will not be hatchlings. We will not be dealing with that anytime soon. It just I need to I'll be honest, I've played this game for quite a while, but I haven't mastered how to tame volcanoes yet. Oh, we're actually short on critters. We have fry eggs. One. I haven't mastered how to tame volcanoes yet. Essentially, you need to have a way of dropping the temperature of what they spew out to something that you can work with. Just dumping them in a cold biome isn't enough, and you can't really pick them up. It's difficult. There are ways of doing it. I'll have to study some of the blueprints for handling volcanoes and dropping the temperature of the things. I think it boils down to creating a cooling loop from one of these. Just check what the temperature in the base is. 23 to 25, that's fine. I think it boils down to, as I said, it boils down to creating a cooling loop using one of these and either a gas or a liquid, and creating a radiator. So you have a liquid which you are piping through a room like this, and then with radiant pipes, and then you have another room which you put in the stuff that you want to cool off, and you just exchange temperature. But that's a really faffy thing to do, and I'm just gonna have to look up ways of cooling it down because I don't know an efficient way to do it. And I don't wanna use just some roundabout method. I want something that's actually efficient. So until I actually have an efficient and tested method, I will not be messing around. Because once you open that volcano up, you've opened up a Pandora's box. Volcano will not stop emitting heat, and that heat spreads. You need two layers of insulated tiles to stop that heat. And on top of those two layers of insulation, you won't be able to get close to it. So it's just a detriment to you until you actually have a way of handling it. So if you don't prepare yourself, you just have the source of heat that you pretty much can't do anything about until you find a way of handling it. So no, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching the bloody volcano. That volcano will be touched later on when I know what to do with it. Because if I do it right now, I'm just gonna be wasting my base. Because here's what's gonna happen. If right now this volcano is inactive, if you do this, if just one tile is open, that's not gonna activate it. It's closed, so it's dormant indefinitely. If by some chance I activated this whole area would become so hot that these guys would be melting in their suits. So you can imagine we don't want that. So no, we will not be doing that. Not for the time being anyway. Plenty of sources of lime, so we can make lots of steel when we need to. And do I need more storage? Yes, I do need more storage space. Might as well. I'm gonna close this off. This will be a Paku room later on, if I decide to even breed Pakus. Right now this is just water for random things that need water. We'll make the new storage place here. One, two, too much. That's built up. Okay, so let's consider this before we punch a hole. This is full of polluted oxygen, so we will need some of these here to handle that. And then we can make a hole. There we go. There we go. This also now leaves us with more room for CO2 to escape too. But our CO2 levels are actually quite decent at the moment because of the big hole we dug here, so there's plenty of place for CO2 to run off to. So for the time being we don't have to worry about that. We do, however, want to get this reservoir going as soon as possible so we can start setting up our fuel petroleum refinery. This won't last that long, but there is more oil here and here, so we'll just channel all of it to the pump that we're gonna be making here. We're gonna be making that pump on the lowest point here. So that's where the pump is gonna go. Once we have that set up, there will be no reason for them to go down, and we have reached a balance here with water made and used up. We'll see how much water we'll actually be using up and if this is enough water for the 30 cycles or how many 40 cycles that we will be without this geyser working. If this turns out to be true now, I will simply shut off the irrigation to the lower levels and to the pinch pepper nuts so that we will only be using water for this and this again. We'll see. Right now it seems to be fine. All of these, however, are using a lot of water though. I think I think this is an overkill. Um, each one of these is 20 kilograms of water. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. See, that's 20. That's 4 tons of water. That's 4 tiles of water each cycle. That's a lot. Thing is, we don't need that many of them. We are getting some extra water from the dupes that are making water. I'll see if the water starts going below this line, then I'll decrease the amount of plants that we're growing here. We can regulate this, so we can remove extra plants and just work with a lower capacity. But we do have lots of pepper nuts, and let me just see, cooking ingredients. Yeah, pinch of pepper nuts, only 22 kilograms. Seriously? Didn't we have tons? How much is this using up? This is using 1 kilogram of pinch of pepper nuts. So this has multiple contents? Didn't know that before. How is this actually working? It's not like I'm hurting for water. We do have alternative sources of water, so we can redirect some if we need to, but as we discovered before, that water is hot. Snazzy suit. Who's gonna get the snazzy suit? Gloria, you're assigned the snazzy suit. You are now snazzy. Okay. We have 22 kilograms of pinch of pepper nuts. How much we need for one of these? We need 2 kilograms. Okay. We'll see. I might need to increase my water production though. And by water production I mean water at reasonable temperature production. Although we'll see how it works. Right now I'm just gonna leave it alone. This might need cutting. This might be too much. With 6 plants of these here, I might just do 6 plants of that and 6 plants of this, because these can be made into regular food on their own, but the only reason I'm actually growing these is for the stuffed berry. What do we need for mushroom wrap? Lettuce. And lettuce needs brine. Surf and turf needs fish, which we do not have yet. Pepper bread. This is something we can actually make. It needs sleet wheat grain. Spicy tofu, it needs tofu, and frostburger. It needs a frost bun, a lettuce, and a barbecue. Oh, I thought that +5 was top, but actually I was wrong. It's +6 now. But for our purposes, stuffed berry will work just fine for the time being. We do need to set up fishes for surf and turf. And lettuce, for that we will need a brine. And I'm not even go into that if we don't have a brine vent. Thing is, I thought that we did have a brine vent. This might be a brine vent. We'll investigate this one. If it is, then we can. So for lettuce, you for some reason, because it's actually you get it from what the hell? Gloria, I expected better from you. I did not expect you to go Justin's. And Bert, why are you doing this to me? It's fortunate I've seen you being stupid before something serious happened, and you're fortunate there is oxygen for you two to breathe. Get the hell out of that hole. Jeez. Do not enter the hole. Retards. What the hell? What's wrong with you? What do you have? Slime lung. Do we have ingredients to cure slime lung? Actually can. So medical pack will get rid of slime lung, so let's make that. We have some idle dupes, so let's continue on what we were doing. No, that wasn't what we were doing. Okay. This is clearing out nicely. Okay, how is the oil? When did water get through to here, and why did water? How did something melt? I'm guessing something melted, so I have water on top of it. Yeah. Not really fan of wrong element damage, but it's not going to cause any significant problems here. Put a pump on tech bottom. Then put pipe. Regular pipe will do just fine. We don't care about temperatures here. This is a long drag to the top. Okay. So here is where we will be making our refinery. Mesh tiles just so that we avoid problems with I'm gonna make most of these things out of gold just because of the temperatures. Okay. And I will need one of these. I'm gonna put it here. Why not? Gonna be just fine here. How much iron do we have? We have doesn't say how much iron we have. We have 6 tons of iron. That's not enough. Let's get some more iron. Might actually be enough, but I would prefer having some extra stocks, just in case. I need to run a thick cable. The strongest cable needs to go through here, all the way to here, and then we're gonna run it to the right for the refinery, but I actually need a small wire for the pump. Because it's a waste to get refined iron for just this little tiny pump down here. No point in doing that. Oh, they are growing. Okay, so now we actually have some sleet wheat and some... Now, I do not want to get the heat from here through my base. So, we will run it here normally. At this point, it jumps across, goes to here. And because now it's in the base already, the rest of the pipe will be insulated. But even with the insulated pipe, I will insulate the floors as well. Because I can. Oh. No. No, 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 no. That was a mistake. I am very sorry. That was a mistake on my part. I do apologize. Plenty of pipex. Incubate one. We do need to start breeding the critters again because we are losing some. Probably to old age, so we're gonna leave the hatchling eggs where they are. We have 7 out of 6 here, 3 out of 6, so several critters died, and 6 out of 6. I think I saw one in the wild as well. The level of water doesn't seem to be dropping. I think we're still good. Like I said, there are calculators. You can actually do this a lot more precisely than I am. But I like playing it by the ear. It feels more natural. I wish there was a quicker way of scrolling through the map. Plenty of iron here at the bottom. Diamond is the best material to use for temp sheet plates, but you need somebody who is level 3 digging to get that through. It's very sturdy. Obviously, it is diamond after all. Oh yeah. I need to probably collect a few more wheezeworts. It would behoove me to get more wheezeworts in the base. I should probably leave that pot there and just uproot when I'm done with it. Who's sick? Princess Consuela still is infected with slime lung. So let's make another med pack. There we go. Oh, we are getting a lot more food now. We even got some muck roots, probably from digging. Yeah, the bristle berries are there. Bristle berries can be eaten normally or as gristle berries, and we need gristle berries for this. So it has to be a gristle berry first. So forever make gristle berries, and then we'll use the gristle berries to make stuffed berries. Okie dokie. That seems to be going just fine now. Who's starving? How are you there without... Oh, it's just a glitch. You do have a helmet. And why? Oh, because only now is he making you a medicine. Wonder what's gonna happen first. Princess Consuela Banana being cured of her disease, or he actually making the medicine for her. Come on. Excellent. There are too many pills. Can I make her use it? That's kind of crap. So the med packs are there. And she's sick, so she could benefit from it, but she's not taking them. And I can't force her to take it. It's kind of crap. A doctor administered cure for moderate ailments. Well, if you prefer to let your own body handle it, by all means, go ahead. I mean, Medipack would be faster, but if you prefer to do it all natural, by all means, go for it. I will not object. It's up to you. That gas is increasing in temperature here. No, it's not. So why is this... Was this just made out of warm materials? You can see that a couple of tiles here are really hot. And my guess is because the materials they were made from were hot. Because yeah, the game actually tracks, and if you deconstruct something that's actually hot and you reconstruct it, yeah, it's still gonna be hot. So I'm guessing that's what happened here. Well, the temperature will drop, but that's kind of unfortunate. Fortunately, the temperature inside of here is quite well. 17, climbs all the way to 19, and then exits 20. So it's fine. Okay, so we can now make 3 of them, I think. 4. Of course, after I plug it in. And I will also have to do this so that this thing doesn't blow up. I have a lot of lead. Overheat temperature minus 12 in Celsius. Seriously? Okay, is it enough? No, I will need more. I will need more. I will need a lot more simply because of this. And I probably will need to put a Reservoir here as well. We'll have to mine another Reservoir somewhere. Oh, there are plenty of them around. I just need to pick and choose. Over here things have been going quite well, so wire, 6 tons. Oh, I'm sure I'm gonna use copper for this. Oh, yes, cannot draw a single normal line. What the hell? Straight lines. Straight lines. There we go. And I know I mined up 6 tons of iron, so I could. It's still a lot of iron. It is a lot of iron. Oh, and I will have to do one of these numbers again. We will need to put this. Okay. This is all working beautifully. I'm very pleased with this. I'm very, very pleased with this. I'm gonna put this one here just because. Printables available. Oxalite, why not? Some extra oxygen. Oh, we've been streaming a lot today. 3 hours and going. I think I will be ending it soon. So here is what we will do. I'm gonna finish plugging up the gas range, and after that we'll call it a night. Oh, plenty of eggs. We have enough pips, I think? Yes, we have. So hatchlings galore, please. So we can get rid of the rest of the pip eggs. Hatchlings we'll leave alone for now. So we want to move from mushroom to mushroom wrap. So the next thing we will try to set up is lettuce. But we will, if we want to do lettuce, we need to find salt water, if I'm not mistaken. What do we need for waterweed? Waterweed needs brine. Well, it can use regular water, but it can also use salt water. It can actually, look at this, body temperature 22 to 65. So this hot water may actually work for us just fine. For lettuce though, not for everything else. But if that's the case, I definitely want to find a salt water. It's just simpler with salt water, because that's the only thing we will be using that salt water for. We can desalinate the salt water. That is an option. It can be desalinated and you can use it. Uh, But there is no really need to do it. At least not at this point. Desalinated water will again have the same temperature problem. I think in the end I might just need to put in a Aqua Tuner and reduce the water temperature myself. Or we'll make use of this and make a cooling loop. In the end, I think I'll just go with this and we'll just make a cooling loop. I am making hydrogen anyway. Actually, I am now slowly running out of hydrogen. So we'll disable one of these. Actually, I think we'll disable both of them at the moment. And let some hydrogen pile up. There we go. We are not even close with. Yeah, this is gonna be active in 52 cycles. We haven't even used up what's stored. So I think we're good on that. This is now. Is it? Yeah, this one is now dormant. And it's going to be dormant for 50 cycles. So we'll see what happens with all of these water users. Some water will be recycled just from dupes taking a piss every day. That's not a lot. They don't make a lot of water. This is going fine. All of the ice melted, which is good. And these guys. Hold on, hold on. Why are you wearing the suit inside the base? Did I see that right? Did somebody wear a suit inside the base? They should not be able to get back to the base with the suit on. There should be only one way in and out. This one. I hope it was just a glitch or something. I wonder what's their morale right. Yeah, most of them have their morale in 30s and above. The others have it close. Okay, this is that. Deconstruct this. And over here we have to select the conductive wire underneath the bridge so that we can run this cable through. I want you to guys finish this before you do anything else. So please. This is awaiting fuel. I know I didn't build a gas bridge somewhere. Yeah. That's over here. Not gas filter, gas bridge. Build this up because I want to be cooking with gas literally before the end of tonight. For some reason it won't raise the priority on that. Don't know why I didn't do it before, but who cares? There we go. But gas is a bit hot, I think. 31, not so much, but it's running through. Well, it's running through insulated all the way until it goes to here, then it doesn't run into insulated anymore. It's fine. Okay. Stuffed berry. I'll put this on 8. Other one has a slime lung. Are we having any germ infestation? Oh, yes we do. Yes we do indeed. Okay, so we have to deal with this. I thought that would be enough, but I was incorrect. We have to deal with okay, Chefy. Do we have any Bristle Berries. Yes, we do. So, would you kindly? Oh yeah, it's no not cooking time anymore. Let's see if this works, and then we'll end it for today. Okie dokie. Okay, Chefy, will you? Okay, I'm gonna decrease the priority of this to 7 and this to 8. So we'll see if the Chefy will do what he... Yep, there we go. Woohoo! It's working. We're making some high quality food. There we go. They should be always going for the highest quality food first, so they should be taking the berries first of all. Perfect. So that's working, and that's where we're gonna end it today. So we made a lot of progress. So what did we do today? We set up a gas range for higher quality foods. We have also set up bristle berries. We've set up CO2, the rec room. Also tuned this up and realized that this doesn't work. Uh, what else? We reached oil and we started setting up the oil extraction and production of petroleum. We also set up the pinch of peppermint farm. So yeah, we did a lot of good work today. We have also released a lot of slime lung into the base, but that's something we will be dealing with next time. Fortunately, dealing with slime lung isn't all that difficult. It's usually because of polluted oxygen, and fortunately, you can deal with that by just turning that polluted oxygen into regular oxygen. So I'll just be setting up deodorizers all over the place to set it up and deal with it. And then all of the slime lung will die, as it should. That's pretty much it. So thank everybody who joined me today for watching and for being here. As I did make a decision about the second streaming day. It's probably going to be, well, more than probably, it is going to be on Wednesday. I am picking up a game and type of game I will be playing on Wednesdays. Uh, there will still be strategy games. The only difference will be that those games will be something that don't take as much time as Oni does, so that I can flip them and switch them more often, so that I have a greater variety on my channel. Sundays, as I said before, that will always be Oni, uh, at least until I don't get tired of it. And considering how long I've been playing it, I don't think I will get tired of it. So, with the image of Joshua dancing, let's end this stream today. Like I said, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful night.